Greetings, this is Sloshworks and welcome back to Sunless Sea. We've actually made it to Mount Palmerston. So let's go through what we need to do here. Let's deliver our smuggled souls. This is what I wanted to get over and done with as quickly as possible because in the past, as any of you guys who've watched previous episodes, the previous incarnation of this character was beaten to death on the docks because of this exact box of unstamped crate of brilliant souls. So let's deliver it. A hurried exchange. You give the hooded shape a sign of recognition. It hisses the reply you expected. You hand over the crate and receive a chitty marked with a thief sign. You'll receive the promised remuneration. It's remuneration, isn't it? It's remuneration? I thought it was remunerate. Like, I think I've gone crazy. Never mind. Just 1 second. Kill Kenny. Such deliciousness. We've delivered the souls. Don't have to worry about them anymore. Brilliant. Let's get our port report. There was a revolution in hell and the aristocracy of devils fled here. Here they plot in exile. They don't do us any harm. They stay up here and we stay down there. If hell's fighting itself, that's good for us all, isn't it? So we have that. Let's find our contact. You have a rendezvous in the ruined granary up on the headland where the last generation of farmers died in the volcano's flames. Hello, hello. I have something for you. A cowed and buzzing shape clasps your elbow. It whispers in your ear. Its breath is lava and old brass, and a queasy vibration shudders through you where its gloved appendage has taken hold. You have what you came for. Back aboard the ship quickly. Your vision blurs. Perhaps you are unwell. So we have our strategic information. We got some more terror. We completed our commission. Let's dig among the ruins. We're unlucky. We lost 2 supplies. We have a memory of distant shores, though. That's pretty cool. Let's explore the island. The Z opens out beneath a high cliff. From up here, your future looks glorious, if not exactly bright. Oh! Unlocked when objective ambition is find your father's bones and then retire. You have this, so we're going to do that. Okay, no, let's do this one. Your past as a poet. The years before you came to Z, days of honey and roses in Hollow Street, long walks in Tyrant's Garden with very special friends. Oh, I don't know. Actually, no, let's do this one. From up here, your future looks glorious. Better days come. You're the captain of your ship, but never the captain of your fate. One day, though, one day. We've lost 2 terror. That's all that happened? We lost 2 terror? I'm really concerned that none of these things will be worth more somewhere else, but let's buy the dice anyway. Supplies are pretty expensive. We're not going to do that. Okay, so we've done that. We can't climb up to the thing? I guess not. I thought we could down here, but I guess that's gone. Okay, let's just have a look at the map. Now, if we go down here to Nuncio, basically heading south, just basically southwest to Nuncio, we can probably get this in with the 10 fuel we've got left, and we're driving away from him, which is a good thing. Sailing away from him. I keep saying driving, thinking it's spin tires, but as long as we get away from that guy, I'm happy. And if we go straight south, we should be clearing out the most possible islands that we can discover on the way, because we've never been here before. There has to be something. Well, there are no Z islands within the Bats range, islands within the Z Bats range, sorry, at the moment, but Tides of Appetite is a long way to the south. Well, we're heading that way anyway, so let's go to the Tides of Appetite. That sounds like a good place. Hopefully there's food there. 10 fuel and 9 supplies. I think we're going to be okay. We know that's there, so we're just going to keep heading south, my goodness. That will come back. No, it's only finding that... Oh, God. Unfinished pirates. Nope, nope, nope. I do not want anything to do with you. I don't want anything to do with you at all. Those lights are huge, by the way. Have they seen us? They still haven't seen us. That's a good thing. We don't have... Oh, I don't think this is somewhere we can actually... land. That's okay. Hey, I think that's new music. Godfall is some way to the northwest. Should we go up here? let's do it. I think we're going to be okay. We've got plenty of fuel. I've turned around already. If there is a port there, I'll be very happy. Got to keep our eye out over here for those guys, though. There is a port over there. Godfall. What is that? Is that like an arm or... Like it looks like a mummy? A mummy's appendage or something like that? 9 fuel. We are cutting it pretty fine. Oh, they've seen us though. Do we have... We've got enough to buy some more fuel. I think we are actually going to have to do that though. I think we could buy some at Nuncio though. I'm pretty sure we bought some there and that was okay. Sometimes, just occasionally, bits of roof fall off. Be glad you weren't here when this one did. Okay. The brawling bearded men who live here call themselves monks. They pay lip service to Saint Stalactite, which fell from the roof. But their chief interest seems to be wine, blood, and shouting. Okay. We have a port report from Godfall. They're eager to talk to you about their history. The stalactite, they assure you, is one of the citadels of the starved men who dwell in the roof. When it fell, a few of its occupants survived to become the monks' progenitors. How does that work, you wonder, with their vow of celibacy? They become vague and are suddenly eager to speak of the details of passing shipping. Okay. No shops. No, nothing. Okay, there's nothing else there we can do. We don't have any foxfire candles. We'd need 5 to do it. Okay, so we need to head straight south is where we need to do it. But we'll send our Z-Bat out and we'll keep an eye over there because that's where the... Oh no, there was some down there too. Let's turn our lights off. Polythreme. Polythreme! Let's get to Polythreme. Now, I have never made it to Polythreme in Fallen London, but I have read about Polythreme. It's one of those things that it takes a long time to get the supplies to get. So if it's the place I think it is, and it is a big achievement. I really want you guys to go away. Really don't want to fight you guys. Turn my lights off. All clear. They can't see us now. The big problem though is they're heading kind of the same direction as us. They are in the fog though. But if they turn around and see us, we'll be in a bit of trouble. Okay, so obey, forlorn, commingle. Interesting names of areas or suburbs or places at this place. Tortoise. There's a tortoise over there. The turtle moves. I've just realised we're on 7 fuel and we need to find somewhere to buy fuel. I'm really hoping there's something here. I don't care what the cost is. If we can get 10 or 11, we can definitely make it back. But we've made it to Polythreme. Now, I think that's a big deal. Because in Fallen London, I'm pretty sure Polythreme's a big thing. Let's gather intelligence. We have our port report. Roads royal, bricks quiver, the windows of all the buildings flash like eyes. The palace above the city swells and roars. This convulsion is how claymen are born. Even now, somewhere below, they open their blind, seeming grey eyes. Hold. Yeah, we can take them. There's a shop. There is a shop, but there's no fuel. Okay, no, we don't want that. We want there. We're not going to do that. We're going to carry some claymen to London. Are they passengers or cargo? They are certainly the easiest passengers imaginable, unless one turns out to be an unfinished man. Okay, we have 6 claymen. We don't have a watchful curio, so we can't have an audience with the King of the 100 Hearts. Kind of wish we'd been able to buy stuff there. I know we can get something over here, though. So we need to head south. Because we've only got 7 fuel, we need to find somewhere with fuel. Polythreme wasn't as exciting as I thought it was going to be. I'm pretty sure Khan's Glory is a long way to the southwest. So we'll go past here because there might be something over here where we can... Don't know why that popped up. Hey, go away, go away, go away, go away. Go away, man, you are huge. You are huge. I do not want you anywhere near me. I'm scared right now. I am scared. Is there anything I can do in here? Is there a dock? Am I... am I working myself into a... Turn the light off, please. I did I did work myself into a dead end. I really hope we can get... So we can go under one of those. I think they're bridges, actually. No shop. Here are the palaces of the Khan and his court, each a fortress to itself. Sleek lords and ladies in belted robes breakfast on balconies, and unlikely antelope peeked at you from a park. Guns rotate easily on motorized vehicles. Khan's glory has a steely beauty, but the clan lords are ever suspicious of spies, and these gun emplacements are vigilant. 81% chance. We failed. We lost one hull, we now have two. The white and golds are watching you, menaces Carganian suspicion. We got a warning shot. Damn it. Okay, now, there's nothing else we can do here. We can cruise past the clan palaces. That's not one that's taking us anything. Carnate gunboat passes the harbour mouth twice. An officer in red and gold uniform scrutinises you through a spyglass. Best save it for another time. Okay, let's just go. Now, I'm really hoping that this light goes underneath this bridge. Don't hit that. It goes underneath this bridge. Oh, it does. Excellent. Look, we can get out this way. I had not worked myself into a corner. Now, I know there was somewhere around here we could buy fuel. Let's send the Z-Bat out, even though it's probably not our best idea. I'm going to go through the Khan's heart. And really, I don't want to end up in a dead end, which is what I'm really scared about. But it looks to me like all of these are bridges I can go under. So that's like, hey, we can stop over there, maybe. I don't think we've been here, actually. Maybe this place will sell us some fuel. Maybe it will. I really hope it does, because I really do need some fuel. No shops. Khan's Heart. Okay, Khan's Heart, London's rival, an oasis of light in the salt black waste. Canals thread the painted city. Street lamps glow and water taxis putter. Seek a commercial license. The Carganians dislike merchants and they dislike foreigners. Foreign merchants introduce paroxysms of antipathy. Perhaps sufficient bribes will buy your way into the Nephrite Quarter. Okay, so we'll give that a go. Surfacer. But the Carganians have been generations underground, and to them all Londoners are surfacers. It seems you'll need to go to the Khan's Glory, the nearby palace, and the ability to seek a license. Okay, that's not going to happen. We can purchase fuel at an outrageous price. Okay, so I'm going to purchase supplies at a ludicrous price. It's a tough challenge to get a port report. I'm going to pay a storyteller though. The storyteller's in the square of cedars wear brightly coloured caftan-like clothing with silk sashes in contrast to the more sober and subterranean dress of the citizenry. For coin, even foreign coin, they'll sing epics of their nation's history. The last great Khan of the surface was corrupt and foolish and cowardly. How fortunate we are that the leopard clan overthrew his line. Long may the leopard endure. He sold the Khanate capital to the masters of the bazaar to satisfy his greed and escape battle. So Karakoram fell. So it came below the earth, to the long night of the Neath. 700 years ago, Karakoram stood where London now stands. You feel eyes on you. A woman in white and gold uniform watches you closely. The loyalty service is suspicious of foreigners who want to learn Kagame. I see, we've got a vision of the service now, which is cool. Okay, in Vendor Blight, they'll always like that. That's a nice thing. But we gained 3 menaces. We now have 5. Establish a spy? Why would I do that? Okay, so we don't... I know I bought fuel around here. We've got to go past the melting isles. And we're actually getting pretty close to stop doing that. Just press E once and then go fast. Okay, we really, really, really got to get away from this place. This place is not friendly to us. We do not belong here. And they're getting angrier and angrier with us the longer we spend here. There are no islands. So if we go down past the swelling to the melting, I think that's... Oh God, I hope that's where we bought fuel. I did the Gattaca thing. You know, the movie Gattaca. Ethan Hawke. He didn't save anything for the way back. He used all of his energy to swim out to win the competition with his brother, who was genetically superior, but I don't know. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't shoot me. Oh, you missed. Now you're in trouble, because I'm going to do my trick. Do my, like, sit behind you trick. I don't think you're going to be able to do this in the bigger boats that are slower, by the way. I think this is something you can only do with this particular vessel. What a well-developed little vessel that we have here. See? You guys shouldn't have shot me. Then you would have been alive. But you did, and now you're not. Gained 1 fuel, that's very cool. Lots of spider silk. I was kind of hoping for fuel with that one, you know. We're going to go down past the melting isles, which are just down there. I know there's fuel down here somewhere, because I know I bought it there, because then we kind of went up and around and stuff. So we're going to go around this way. I love this game so much. It's so cool. And the more I play it, the more of the story you learn. It's just like Fallen London. Like on the surface, it looks, we'll have 15 turns and wait 4 hours and have another 15 turns. The more you get into it, the more you like discover all of the lore and the story, and the writing is absolutely incredible. Like they've really created a very cool world. That's not real. No, there's none there. Okay, compile a port report. Yes, we'll do that. We'll go looking overboard. Driftwood, a smooth dark surface. Someone shaped this into a devil mask and then threw it in the sea. When you look at it, it's easy to eye. So we have another outlandish artifact we can put in a museum, which is cool. Okay, it must be Nuncio, because if we run out of fuel out here, I'm going to be absolutely devastated. There has to be somewhere we can buy fuel. I think Gator's Morn sells fuel though, so no matter what, we should be able to make it there. March 30th. On the horizon, a sickly yellow light glimmers for a moment, and then fades. So we're actually pretty close to Nuncio, where we're going to find out the next part of our father's story. But if we cannot buy fuel at Nuncio, we're in trouble. We're in some serious trouble. And I can't actually remember. If we could, I think we can though. There's a ship down there again. It's always hanging around here. Scuttering and chirping in the corners of the hold, humped shapes on the deck rail, ratsy air emboldens. Oh, no, not reading down there. Not running into that and getting damaged. Drops. Oh, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll get us there. Happy with that. Your father's bones reclaiming a parcel. Huffman told you your father's bones have been sent to Mr. Voluminous, but misaddressed to the wrong door. So here they must be, somewhere in the cryptic windings of the dead letter office. You tell your story to the drooping, cadaverous postman behind the grating. He doesn't give you any sign of interest or understanding. By the time you've finished your story, you're wondering if he might be dead. Perhaps no one has got around to closing those yellowed and staring eyes, but at last he jerks into life. What was the name again? I'm sorry, the postman yawns. I have something under voluminous, but you need to specify the address before I can release it. You begin to protest that it's your father's body that they're holding, but the postman takes refuge in bureaucracy. You do learn that it wasn't addressed to your home, your family home, the harbour master, or any other address you can think of. The postman drums his fingers dispassionately on the oilskin package, just inches behind the arm-thick iron bars. He sees you crane your neck, and it turns the address side down. Sorry, we can't be of any more assistance, he chants. Just as you're turning to leave, he adds, it does list the Fathom King as a return address. Perhaps you can ask him. Find that Fathom King's hold somewhere in the south or central undersea to continue. South or central. There we go. We are going to assemble a port report. We have a port report from Nuncio. Let's explore along the beach. We're going to give it a go. Failed. No, we don't want to do that. Let's go back. We'll go to the tavern, and we're not going to ask about the bald-headed one. We're going to listen in on postal tall tales. Fishermen brag about fish that got away. Postmen brag about hard deliveries. Kind of like Bukowski. Post Office. Great book, by the way, if you haven't read it. Delicate bottles lowered down chimneys on a rope do not fold under any circumstance. My postman folded my kids' birth certificates, my collector's kind of specially made birth certificates that were supposed to be framed. They bent them and shoved them in my post box and ruined them. They cost us so much money, the bastards. And then they didn't care. Letters curled through a narrow slot, rattling, groaning crates brought back to the same address every day for 22 days running. The windows they pried open, the servants they bribed, the delivery surcharges they paid out of their own salaries just to get rid of one more packet. It is hard to tell which they hate more, the senders of the mail or the recipients. It stands to reason. The senders of the mail or the recipients. It stands to reason. If the message was a welcome one, they'd tell the other fellow in person, reflects the hairless postwoman. You now have one, a newcomer at Nuncio. Okay, so we're going to leave purely because we've got enough stuff now. We've got enough fuel, and I'm actually going to change the officer. I'm going to put on the fuel efficiency one. And look, we've got 9 fuel. We need to find the, I don't know about you, it's a rat barge. Not all keen on that. We need to find, I've already forgotten, this is, my brain is just not the greatest of things. We need to find something in the south, or the Fathom King, in the south or central undersea. So it should be down here, I have a feeling. So we've got 8 fuel. 8 fuel will get us back there. 6 fuel will get us back there, especially with the plus fuel efficiency one, which we've got on now. Fathom King's Hold is some distance to the south. That's the one we're looking for. How perfect was that? That was absolutely perfect. It's almost too good to be true. In fact, so much too good to be true that now I'm concerned something is going to go horribly, horribly wrong. Oh, look at that. That looks so awesome. Like coral, I guess? They really do... What is that? Oh no, go away, man. I don't want anything to do with you. I don't want anything to do with you at all. Just go away. Shoo. Don't like you. Those spikes are bigger than my ship. What happened there? What just happened there? 2 damage. False star flares in the cavern roof directly above you. Flares and fades. Go away. Stop it. How uncool is this thing? What am I supposed to do against this? Let's fire this. What are you supposed to do against that? That's crazy. I can't fight you. This is the Fathom King's Hold though, so we did find where we wanted to be, but I don't want to be here now. We're going to compile a port report because that's the first thing we should do. Like an iceberg, like a bizarre master's scheme, like the Neath itself, most of the hold is invisible. You see only a tiny portion of sculpted coral, the rest waits below the surface. The Fathom King's bone rooms and aquaria, his pearl snarls and his dining chambers. Descend to an audience with the Fathom King. I think that's what we're going to do. The Fathom King is the lord of the drownies, those dead who won't stop swimming. By some accounts, he's the lord of all who die at sea. Bring him a story to tickle his fancy. That's awesome. We've got what we need for that. The porter has the skin of a shark. She has a drowned woman's eyes. It is not permitted to look at her hands. Okay? Yes, she laughs. The story is sufficient. She opens the valves of pearl and permits you to pass into the conduit. Okay, the very first thing we are going to do is we're going to do this. Discuss... Oh, look at him. He looks awesome. Okay, this is the salt-blown heart of the hold. The Fathom King floats in his throne, a gem-starred bowl of sea stone, the size of a banqueting table. He's wearing a dressing gown of purple brocade, soaked dark with salt water. He leans on his chin calmly on his hand. Beneath the surface of the water in his throne, his hidden regions pulse constantly, insistently. Okay, his hidden regions are pulsing. I don't know what that means. Discuss the matter of your father's bones. Your complexity. I have a more personal petition. You know something of my father, or what remains of him. His complexity is watching you. His eyes are cold as polished stones, but a smile lurks at the corner of his mouth like an eel in an ambush. What do I say? Let's say your complexity. There is a question only you can answer. To open the final gate of my journey to my father's bones, I ask this boon of you. You are fortunate, the Fathom King announces. I have only a few small requests. To fulfill them, I shall tell you what you need to know. Bring me the heart of a legend. Bring me a light from the sky. Bring me a willing guest to stay with me forever. Witness the end of the eldest among its kind. Bring me word. Bring me the fruit of an eternal tree, and bring me something scientific, modern. Cutting edge, I believe, is the term. My bride enjoys that sort of thing. He sits back, under regions pulsing with expectation. I don't know what that means. You seem quite capable, he adds carelessly. I'm sure it's not too much trouble. So we need to get a willing guest, an account of an eldest's end, the fruit of an eternal tree, a skylight, a legend's heart, and a miracle of science. So that's going to take a long time. Let's ask about Mr. Voluminous. Come now, I will give you the address you need for the small consideration we discussed, but I won't share personal information so easily. I have my business with the matters of the bazaar, masters of the bazaar. It is not always a pleasant business. He shrugs. There are ripples. One has one's duties. Okay. I need to you can review the Fathom King's request in the curiosities section of your gazetteer. Okay, cool. Let's speak of other matters. What other matters do we have? Watch a crocodile masked visitor make an offering. A body lies on a bier in the center of the chamber. The crocodile masked visitor moves around it, indicating wounds in its neck, chest, muttering. He's speaking of the nature of the wounds, their dramatic effects on the landscapes of the body. He sounds like he's boasting, but a single tear trickles down from beneath his mask. At last the king nods. The offering is acceptable, he says. Thorn-armored guards carry the bier through a dark slit behind his throne. The king begins offhandedly to outline the cartography of the deep undersea and the patrol routes of monsters. He notices your presence and snaps his fingers as the guards usher you out, but not before you've heard valuable, deep gossip. Okay. We can discuss the bones, speak of other matters. I guess we can't do that anymore. That's okay. We've returned there. We do not want to permit shore leave. We want to get out of here. But what I think we're going to do is we are going to leave that one right here. Seems like a most appropriate moment. We have that weird thing that's causing like stars to fall from the sky. That's got 600 health and it's doing pretty damn bad damage to us. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave this one here. We'll come back in the very next one. We'll head back to Fallen London. We've got enough fuel to do it. And now we've got a much more complicated mission ahead of us. So the next thing, I think, is to buy a house. I'd like to have a house. I'd like to finally make a will for my my children, or, you know, check out some of that. I'd really like to buy a new boat. I think those are things that we can work out. I think those are things we can actually accomplish. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.